St Mirren 2, Rangers 1. To be honest, troops, I can't even channel the amount of anger that I've got into a match review here, but I'm going to try my best because, I mean, I give up, man. I do. I really do. Boxing Day, past few days, been no bad. You know, we break for Rangers last weekend. You know, best weekend of the season. I claimed that, you know, we actually pulled points. Woo! You got nothing, to quote Ric Flair, the nature boy. Well, I tell you what, we are awful. And you know what, right? Before I forget about this later on, because I will, you know, St Mirren brought on two 17-year-olds, some of them third game, some of them first ever game, right? Why are we not doing that, folks? You know, we're bringing on I don't think Kieran Dall got brought on the day, right? But he gets brought on every other game. I'll let he's in the secret. He's mince. Cyril Dessers comes on for 10 minutes. Doesn't even want to run. Doesn't want to do anything. And you've just got guys in this team that don't want to play for the team, and therefore I'd rather give it to the youth. And that's been a few occasions this season where we've seen youngsters absolutely scud us. But here, youngsters, coffin dodgers, doesn't matter what age bracket you're in, you will beat this Rangers team. And you know what? I give up. I really, really do, man. You know, I've been bantering the past week. I've been bantering the past month a wee bit. Oh, we're getting a wee bit better. But the reality is, you can't play shite every month of the season. We had a decent wee spell there where we still lost a cup final that was must win. And, you know, people in this fan base were fine with it because we played well. Well, guess what, guys? We played shite tonight and we've lost. Are you alright with that one? Or is it okay because he finally picked the correct team in the second half and we played alright and still drew the second half one each? Don't even have the claim the day to win the half. Well, what's going on? What is seriously going on? It's crisis mode. The manager's got to go. He's just not good enough. You know, a nice wee spell. It's pathetic. It is. I'm done. I give up. I actually give up. I give up. It is the same old pish coming on here after a defeat. This is it. This is like 100% on the manager the day, right? Because we were much better in the second half. We were. So why not start with that? We've learned over like the past 6 weeks, a month, whatever, that Diamonde and Barron in the midfield doesn't work. Alright? And I tell you what, I want to give a shout out to Robin Proper. Because I said, I think it was against Dundee, I was like, you know what, see the past couple of weeks, this guy has turned into the player we thought he might be. That was his worst performance tonight. Costing us goals, almost got Nico Raskin injured. Hell, he might be injured. I don't really know the exact update with that, if I'm being brutally honest. So, hopefully Raskin's not injured, but the season's been derailed and, you know, realistically, man, we had no chance of winning the league. I mentioned earlier that if we won our next 3 games, the door would have been swiftly like ajar. Well, we're not even on the same floor as the door that we need opened to get into to have a title fight. And you know what? I am going to do a stream later, definitely, because I need to hear other people's opinions. I don't even want to talk about the game, man. I'm just sick. Just sick of us losing. I'm sick of us drawing. Like, yeah, we had a decent spell there, but I mean, a decent spell, which, by the way, had a defeat against Celtic in a cup final. Clap your hands if you're shite, and you know it. Clap your hands. I mean, that's pretty much Rangers right now. May as well get into the game because I am ready to explode. There's a lot here. Well, I mean, I'm not here to quote Sean O'Hare from SmackDown around 2003. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. We're shite. Cyril Dessers should never play for this football club again. He will though. Kieran Doyle, he will. Yilmaz is bogging. Proper should never play for this club again. There is just guys in this. Jack Butland should have been left on maternity leave. Paternity leave. Paternity. Shite jobby. Don't really care. Alright? Don't really care. We're awful. But let's go into the start of this game, shall we? The league's done. I mean, but he's going to survive this, the manager, you know. Oh, big Phil, big Philly shite. That's what Phil's Philly. It's pish. Alright, Tav gets... I thought this set the tone pretty much immediately. Declan John leaves James Tavernier for dust. The afterburners are on. Tavernier doesn't even know what afterburners are. And this probably, for me, set it set the motion, damn it. St Mirren win a corner. Balogun, his Achilles goes not long after this. He manages to get back and make a great tackle and get it clear. And you know what? I respect Leon Balogun for this. Because you know what? I think we live in a day and age where most players would just go down here and happily let the other team run up the pitch and score. But here, honestly, I wish he was made out of steel rather than, flesh, because he would have played on if he was made of steel, and sadly we had to bring on proper, and I think that's the downfall really. Awful defending line for the penalty. Jack Butland gives away a ridiculous penalty. I can't even remember who wiped it, but wipes it the St Mirren man. I'm seeing people on Twitter saying that this is corruption, right? And you know what? I thought there was some very dodgy stuff going on in this game, but not this. It's a stone cold penalty. It's not a red. Don't really know what Michael Stewart's getting at with a red. Yeah, Butland wipes him out, but I mean, it's not like he's elbowed him right in or punched him in the face or something along those lines, guys. It's a coming together. Butland has wiped the goalie out, or the attacker out, and it's a penalty. It's a penalty. I'm not complaining about a penalty, but when I see not every decision that goes against us, right, or every decision is going to be corruption. I'm sick of seeing that. That cup final decision, right? Yeah, I get it. People are still pissed off to that, and it was a joke. But let's not pretend that penalty we conceded today was corruption, because it wasn't. And see, when you start doing that, man, it actually loses the effect of your claims, right? And there's a lot of that going on in the world in 2024. Anyway, they make it 1-0. Smith puts it in the back of the net. Yeah, if it was Yilmaz, he probably would have skied it. Then, yeah. Fraser blocks Igamani about the halfway line. Tierney gets booked after protesting this. This should have been a booking to Fraser, if anything. Igamani then has a shot saved, and Diamande gets booked. Hits half time. Raskin and Danilo get brought on. This did change the game. Danilo has a bunch of shots. Tierney hit the post. Tav got a free kick. Right, and see, before we actually scored our goal, Danilo got held back. Now, if we drew this one each, this was a jokey decision, by the way, because Gogic is pulling Danilo back, and Danilo's like he's pulled me, and the commentators in FAR didn't even address this. But here, don't really care if we get cheated out of this decision, even though I wouldn't really go as far as labeling it as cheated, because, it wasn't that bad, but he's getting pulled back. Like, for the commentators to not pick up on it, I thought was quite mental, but for the resulting corner, we make it 1-1, so Danilo makes it 1-1, what, about the 60th, 61st minute? You're thinking, right, Rangers, let's go. Igamani blazes over. St Mirren then get a bunch of corners. They hit the crossbar. Substitutions happen. And then they get the goal. Another mistake for Proper. Sterling gave it away, but Jesus Christ, Proper in the middle. What are you doing? We concede it's 2-1. Shite jobby. The end. Will this season just come to an end? Just a really, really shitty Boxing Day, man. Rangers Football Club. You are absolutely tormenting me at the minute. It's bogging from the core, and it's like I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say, man. Celtic dropped points last week, and it was always a pipe dream to think we were ever going to catch them. But the Old Firm game on the second, I was saying initially after the cup final, it's meaningless. We win, so what? It goes to 8 points. Well, fucking guess what, folks? We win, it goes to 9. Work at it. Honestly, like, Jesus Christ, 6 is doable. 9, over 7 and over, man. It's like you need 3 games to go your way, not a fucking chance. So, it's all over. You were delusional to think we were going to ever win the league this year. Oh, but apparently I'm a Celtic fan for saying that. I'm fucking... You know what, though? See these people that just try and please, like, their fan base? I'm not trying to please anybody. I'm speaking from the heart here. We are shite. And with this manager and a decent portion of that squad, we are never going to amount to hee-haw. If that upsets you, and if that makes you think I'm a Celtic fan, then I've got 3 words for you. Go fuck yourself. Because personally, I don't care what you think I am. Because I think if you think what's going on right now is acceptable, you're one of the biggest tools on God's blue earth, you know what I mean? So, yeah, if you think this is losing this game after, like last week we played first, so there was no case of us. Our first game to reacting to Celtic going behind, we dropped points. I say Celtic going behind, Celtic dropping points, we lose even more points. we've seen that earlier on. Celtic in the season, Celtic drew with Aberdeen, and we get beat by Kelly. It's like this team just has a mental block. And I said, you know what? Yeah, if you want to take any positives for the game against Celtic, the 3 each, it's like the best game probably Clement's ever had against them. Let's see though if the team can build on it. And 2 games later, the arse has absolutely went. Anyway, folks, your thoughts down below. I'm done. Yeah, and if you think this is acceptable as a Rangers fan, then I've got a question where your loyalties lie, because this is a disgrace.